What's up, everybody? Ian and Ben here, going over rowing mechanics, pressing mechanics, just common mistakes that people have the right intention over, but they really just over cue the scat, overdoing the scat motion, focusing on my shoulder blade takes away from the whole entire thing. So we're gonna first go over some of those mistakes. Let's start off with your right foot in the front, your left foot in the back. You're gonna be in the split stance. We're gonna go right into a bad row. So let's show them shoulder blade first. So if you think about your shoulder blade first, you'll see that this gets pushed forward and it's like his chest comes forward, he gets extended, and then we're really loading the smallest guy for the job when the biggest guy hangs out over here and does almost nothing. The other thing that we see is we see this neck get shorter and we see this trap kick on and start to really help and work too much. It's not bad that you're training your traps, it's just not supposed to be the thing that's really doing this, so we don't want that. Oftentimes you have a client that's been doing a really hard rowing workout, a really hard back day, and this is the only thing that's sore. Well, this is probably the reason why. Right from there, go ahead and go all the way forward and reach. Let's go over that. Hold right here. So see how when we do a really full reach, full range of motion on our rows, just by reaching, we open this area up. When this area opens up with our strength training, we don't necessarily need all these mobility and breathing drills because it's like we can just keep that opening up for 30 reps in a workout and now it's not tight anymore. Now, let's have you go ahead and pull the right way, right to about 90 degrees. Can you pull past 90 degrees? Absolutely. Our end range dips great? Absolutely, for the person that can do them. Now, for the person that can't really do them, doesn't have shoulder extension, pull back and show me this one where this dumps forward. Now you have someone who keeps getting pain or pressure in the front of their shoulder. That feels like crap. So keep them at 90. The other thing that we can do with our rowing mechanics is we can integrate the rest of our body. So keeping your arm at 90 degrees, reach that left arm forward, which is gonna cause him or help him turn his rib cage right without his head. So head stays forward, chin's untucked, rotate your ribs to the right, reach the left arm forward. Now we're getting obliques. Now we're getting all kinds of things more in the rib cage to open up, and we're able to kind of keep our head as forward as we can. So rotate a little bit less so the head doesn't go. Perfect. Now do 3 reps where you go all the way forward and all the way back. So again, nice elbow bends, bring this back, good. Nice reach, then rotating. So what you're seeing here is lower body staying stable, rib cage is moving, we're getting good mechanics where he's using his lat and his oblique together, and we're able to really get that good reach to open up the back. We're not jamming up the front of the shoulder by rowing too far, and we're getting the big guys to do the work. That's what we want to see there. We don't want to see shrugging. We don't want to see neck going shorter. We don't want to see overextending our ribs. We want to see everything staying together. I like this for early on, getting everybody going. Honestly, you can get a cable machine and make it really hard and heavy, and then you can transition into all your other rows and get even more out of them with less of the negatives. So now let's go over pressing and show that. So let's go ahead and turn around. You're gonna have your right foot in the front, your left foot in the back. Whenever you set up, have the cable directly behind you, not across from you, so that's perfect. Get off of your left heel so that we're truly in a single leg. When you get heavy with this, people will even feel it in their legs, which is great because then you're training more stuff. Go back to that alternating, and now when you have someone doing this, oftentimes they'll start off with their elbows so far back, but just start with it here so that this shoulder doesn't dump forward. The other really key concept that we're going to talk about in our workshops is the idea of both training up and training out, something that a lot of people don't do. So here's what out looks like. Imagine the distance between here and here is getting longer. So you're able to really get space all the way through there, and that is much better. Good. That's going to help the relationship of the shoulder blade on the rib cage. Now, a little bit more off of this leg. Good. And now press that all the way out. Good. Now, a common mistake that we see here is leaning forward. So show them, like, throw your chest forward and lean forward into it. That's not necessarily what I want here either. If you can keep your ribs back, so fix it, keep punching, but come back into me. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Good. Now reach more because your shoulder blade pulled back. Right there, good. So if he can reach his shoulder blade forward and keep his ribs back, I'm opening this space up again. I'm getting good serratus. Who's obsessed with serratus for shoulder health? A lot of people. Why not get it here? You also get obliques. Get off of that left heel for me. Good. And now keep reaching more. And now stay away from me from the front view. There you go, that's good. So now we have rib cage turn right. Now just do 2 reps in a row. We're alternating. Good, reach, rib cage turns, head doesn't. reach. Notice how he's not shrugging when he's doing it. That looks way better. You're getting a lot of different things. It'll challenge someone in a lot of different ways. And then again, when they do this really well, they'll go back to their bench press, their dumbbell press, their other presses. They'll know that relationship. Outside of shortening the range of motion, being a power lifter, this is gonna be a better decision for everybody involved. Now, let's quickly go over what we were talking about in this context with the landmine press, learning to scoop a little bit more, because a lot of people can do well at 90 degrees. Not a lot of people have overhead at all, and the bridging the gap with the landmine press is something we talk about a lot in our workshops. So let's go ahead and go over that. All right, getting into the landmine press. Let's go ahead and grab it. We're gonna split stance it, so he's gonna use his right hand in the front. We're gonna have left foot in the front. Good, okay. So really important here. I want him to delay the IR. That means that his elbow, his wrist stays neutral, and he's gonna stay in line as long as he can before his shoulder turns in at the top. That's also the same as it's scooping under and his neck staying long. So here's neck long, elbow stays in line, he's gonna press it out in front of him, and we're getting that good scoop. So this muscle right here is going like this and reaching for him. On the way down, he's gonna stay away from me. You will be surprised how many strong people cannot do this well. As soon as you put any amount of weight on them, their form will go to crap. You can see serratus here is compressing the side of the ribcage, reaching those finger-like muscles that are on the Boston and the surfers. This is in a straight line coming down. You're just like when you would do a hinge, you delay knee extension moving back, you're delaying shoulder IR here. This is an ER zone. So as he comes down, we want his shoulder, go ahead and come down, to stay like that. Good, 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 good. We're getting those same scap mechanics that we talked about. Notice how long his neck is. And then we're getting that to push and reach through without shrugging. Can you do the classic lean into it and stuff like that? Yeah, sure. But that's not what this is about. That's not what I want. I want him to learn to stay back and to press off of it and to get his shoulder blade to go. If you want to get good, you can guide it and really get that to happen. Notice again, he's staying nice and long. You're gonna see the wrist get tired. You're gonna see the elbow start to flare out. That's gonna happen a lot. I suggest a 3-to-1 tempo on the way down. 3, 2, 1, coming all the way up. Last one. A lot of athletes don't have brakes. Good thing Ben does. That's what we want that to look like from this back view. See how bad it wants to go out. He's not gonna let it. He's gonna keep that wrist straight. Do one more for me because I just gassed you up. Last one. All the way up. Reach, 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 and stay back. Good. If we wanted to, we could add the other arm alternating. You don't have to, but that's something else. Hopefully you see there that that's above 90. You can just put it down. That's our scoop. So we're getting that scooping sensation, neck staying long, chin staying open. We're not shrugging. You're not using this. You're using this. You're using anterior delt. We're getting a good motion through that. And that is the exact same way you'd set up for a pull. If you were gonna do a nice lat pull down from that angle, you'd reach it all the way up. You wouldn't start off like this. So exactly like we did with the push and the press, we're not gonna do it with the pull here, but that same angle, same thing. Nice and long through the neck, pull it down. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, please let us know. Again, this is going to be one of the topics that we discuss in our upcoming workshops. You're going to see everything linked in the below, whether it's the bio or the text box, and we will see you next time.